guys have been thinking about how to think deeper, how to really think like an essayist. You've also been thinking about how to have a structure for an essay. So in short, I have been giving you all these things that we're practicing at. It's kind of like, before you play the big game in basketball, you have to practice the skills and the drills and exercise. So you guys have been working out and practicing these things. And there's another thing we need to practice before we get ready for the big game, which is writing our paper. And that's practicing writing a claim for a character. Now, our character that we're talking about is Squeaky. But to practice, so I'm not giving away the answers on Squeaky, we're going to use Olaf. Because Olaf is a character we could argue. Some people want to say that he is annoying. Some people want to say that, oh, he's so cute and he's fun. So he's a character you could argue about that he is a certain trait. So I need to hear from you, and we're just going to do this real quickly. You can say them out loud. I'm giving you permission to do that. I want you to, and Jameson, you get to do a couple. I want you to say, just raise your hand and tell me some traits. How would you describe Olaf? Go ahead.
Fun.
All right, so let's write that down. Fun. What else?
We can be loud, right?
You just tell me a trait, honey.
Annoying.
Okay, annoying. So if you can argue that he's annoying, Jason. Okay, he has a big face. Sure, that's okay. That's how you could describe him?
Adorable.
He is adorable. Okay. How else would you use? Somebody haven't heard from
He
Ryan?
has no neck.
No neck? Okay. I like it. Okay, I know that looks like two E's, but my writing.
He's happy.
He is happy. Okay. How else?
What?
Okay, so how else would you describe him? Kate? He's really nice. Okay, what else? Okay, he's short. All right, what else?
He's cherished.
That's an awesome one. He's cherished. Okay, now listen. We're going to stop there because we could go on and on and on about all the traits. We could say a whole lot more. So here's what I want you guys to think about. Eyes up here. Stay focused. When we are writing a claim, we have to think about the character as a whole. So we have to think about Squeaky as a whole. Or whatever story we're reading right now, what would encompass that character as a whole? I could maybe write a whole paper about them. So if I look at our structure, a character is this because of this, because of this, and because of this. Let's take a look at our character has no neck. We want to write a claim that our character has no neck because
He's fat.
he's fat, because he's short, and because he's
And the
big
way he
face.
smells like.
He has a big do you see? Listen, do you see how I'm, number one, it's not a very strong claim, and number two, I'm really grasping for something. I'm like, I think, and some of these could be almost the same thing. The reasons could be the same, so I'm really grasping. Now, some of you, okay, could maybe change that a little bit. For me, if I were to write about Olaf as a whole character and say one thing that I could really give several reasons for, this is how I would argue it. I'm not saying that everybody has to, but I would use that Olaf is cherished because he is goofy, because he is friendly, and because he is, and the last one I put there, I didn't write it, and because he is nice. Okay, now listen. Here's the thing I want you to think about today when you're writing your claims. Move that up there. Can I write a whole paragraph about how he's cherished because he's goofy? Sure, I could do that. So what would you say my first paragraph is? What's my first paragraph?
He's cherished because he's goofy.
He's cherished because he's goofy. All right, so I'm going to highlight that in my purple because we've been talking about that. Okay, what's my second paragraph? Go ahead and say it out loud.
Because he is friendly.
Say it all together on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Because he is friendly.
Because he's friendly. Now, I want you to talk to somebody next to you. What is wrong with my third reason? Let me see if somebody can figure out what is wrong with my third reason.
It's not
Talk to somebody next to you. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? What do you think? What do you think? Think about the word friendly and nice.
Yeah, I know. It's just like a picture.
All right, I heard somebody say the right thing several times.
Okay, I
That's
get
what
it.
you guys come up with.
Because he's friendly and nice.
So what's wrong with those? They're the same thing. So when I'm writing a claim,
Yeah, Deja.
it's okay.
That's right.
You did a great job. Eyes up here, boys and girls. When I'm writing a claim and I come up with my reasons, I have to think about that all of my reasons are they very different because I need to write a whole supporting paragraph for that reason. So I'm going to change this and I'm going to say a final reason. I think about it for a while, and that's the most frustrating thing is trying to think, how in the world can I come up with another reason? Sometimes I have to look back in my text. In this case, I'd have to rewatch the movie. Oh, darn. So in this case, I'm going to say like I searched and I searched and I said, you know what? He's cherished because he is, and I'm going to say, adorable looking. I could write a whole paragraph. Now listen, I really appreciate those of you that are listening and not interrupting. Those of you that would argue that he's annoying, you would have different reasons for your claim, wouldn't you? You could say he's annoying because he's dumb. He's annoying because he is unrealistic. He's annoying because he looks funny. So, you would have a different claim, but I am arguing that he is cherished because of these reasons. Cherished means that he's really well liked, that I really like him. So he is goofy, he is friendly, and he's adorable looking. Those are my claims. Now here's what you all are going to do in workshop time today. You guys, and I want you to take out your pencil and paper right now. I want you to go ahead and write down this skeleton for your claim. All right? Write down a character and just pick a new page in your writer's notebook. I want you to write down a character. Don't write Squeaky. Just put a character is. You're going to say a trait because of reason A, because of reason B, and because of reason C. So while you're writing those notes, in a moment, you're going to go back and you are going to work on finding out the reasons for Squeaky. What trait would you say that Squeaky is that would encompass her as a whole? All right? I have given you, and I'm going to have on the desk, these character traits that you can look at to help you figure out how is Squeaky as a whole. How can I describe her as a whole person? And then, what are 3 reasons that I could write about that would give me enough stuff to write? Like I could write a whole supporting paragraph about each reason that I give. And I do want you to say because 3 times. Because eventually that's a placeholder for right now. And it's going to prepare you to do something else later. So for right now, I want you to write this down so you have it. If you feel like you need further help with this, I want you to go ahead and stay at the carpet. But for those of you who feel like you could go ahead and start writing a claim, I want you to go ahead and do that. You're going to write as many claims as you can, not just one. Because believe it or not, my first hour kiddos, they realized that they didn't come up with the best claim until they actually wrote their 3rd one. And they came up with a really awesome one. Okay, so go ahead and get to work if you're ready for that. The rest of you can stay if you need to.